Hello and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be painting a wood duck. Well, oops. And welcome to my channel. I got him started. So so that's good. We got him started. And Margarita, hola Margarita. Hi, how are you tonight? Thank you for coming. That is so nice that you're here already. How was your day today? Did you have a good day? And it's going to be a little quiet because I am using my iPad, what I usually use for, let's see, can you see that okay? Oh, thank you. Thank you, Margarita. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. Yeah, I thought I'd just do something different for once. And so that is what I'm doing, is working on this duck. I don't know if you can tell, but I actually started, I'm going to move this over just a little bit. Let me see if I move this one. I'm going to move my camera here. I started this and I actually started with, oh, thank you for all those hearts. That's awesome. Doing another painting, like a drawing, but I didn't like it. And then I saw this awesome wood duck. So I'm like, I want to paint that. So that's what we're working on tonight. And yeah, so that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Let me see if I can get this stable now. Try not to move it the rest of the night. There we go. And I'm streaming live from Pennsylvania. Woo woo. And Pennsylvania. Yep. So it is a whole different setting for me. Let's turn this a little more. Yeah, it's a whole different setting and I'm excited to be here, and it's a little colder than Florida for sure. And the stand I'm using is not very stable, so I apologize for this, all this movement here. There, I'm not touching it now. Hopefully it'll just stay nice and pretty where it is. And we're gonna go ahead and work on this duck. So I've been using some white colors. This is kind of my palette right here. It's kind of a mess. But Avery, is that how you say it? Avery? Oh, you live in Pennsylvania? Well, hello. Oh, that's awesome. Yes, well, great. What part of Pennsylvania are you in? I think I'm in like, I don't know, like northwest or something. But it's really cold compared to Florida. And I'm not used to it, but I really like it because it's very refreshing. So welcome to my stream, Avery. And okay, I got to put some paint on here. So this is kind of bald. He's sitting in water and this is really bald. So I got to give him a little color. And the paint I want to use, I think, will be unbleached titanium. Got it on sale. So I'm going to open that up, and I'm using a paper plate for my palette tonight because I like throwing things away when I'm done. And it makes it simple and all of that. So I'm going to use that. So let's give him a little bit of color down here. It's not quite white, it's a little off-white. Oh wow, I got a lot of light shadows going on from this other light. So we'll have to deal with. I didn't realize that was gonna. Let's see, maybe if I hold my arm down here. Okay, yeah, that's better. I'll just do it upside down or backwards or whatever. Just if I go up though, you're gonna get shadows, but that's how it is. We can't always have everything perfect, although we'd like to, right? For real. And let's give this guy a little bit of pizzazz. And oh, Rich! Oh, look at everybody! Hey, JT Sup! It's quacktastic. Thank you, Margarita. Thank you for saying that. Oh my goodness, Rich! Hi, how are you doing? Tao Tao. Oh, do you know Avery? Are you friends with Avery? Um, um, that's really cool. I appreciate you guys showing up tonight. Duckies, boat god, hi! Oh my gosh, love, my boat god's here. Missed you. How have you been this week? It's been a fun week for me, I'll tell you what, because I drove all the way from Southwest Florida up here to Pennsylvania, up in the mountains. My car didn't even know what a mountain was because Florida's so flat. And so I'm up in the mountains and loving it. It's gorgeous up here. It's colder than I like, but whoops, that's okay. So we got a little speck of paint where I didn't want it right there. I'm just going to move it off because it's still wet. That's the joy about acrylic paints is and even if it dries, we can always paint over it. So that's another good thing about acrylic paints. Tao Tao, you are Avery's BF. Well, congratulations and welcome to my stream. Looks like she's a wonderful person. And beautiful bird. Well, thank you very much. It's something different than I usually do. And I needed to do something different. I've been doing like mermaids and just drawings and stuff like that. And I just needed to get out of that zone and expand. I wasn't happy. I mean, I was happy, but I needed something different, I guess. Okay, and so now my bird has some white and some white up here. So a wood duck is so pretty. I don't know. I just was hanging out with a friend who collects ducks, and I'm like, those are really cool. And then he was telling me about his friend who found a baby duck, and it was stranded in the road, and he raised it and took care of it and out here in the woods until it grew up. And I thought that was so awesome. What a great story. I just think it's great when people take care of little baby animals and birds and things that get stranded on the road or in the woods or wherever. And let's see. So, oh God, you've been good. Old school, same old, huh? Oh, algebra, yeah. Good for you. Extra credit. Smart girl. Up. And what's this? JT Sup. Let's see, what is this? Oh, I'm getting all kinds of people. Okay, Tao Tao. I like ravens. They are so intelligent. They really are. Raven, actually, I had a really cool experience with a raven once, and they do talk. And I believe it was a wild raven, and he talked to me. And no, I'm not crazy. Well, not in the normal sense, but yeah, it was kind of cool because I'm switching brushes. In case you're wondering where I am and why nothing's happening on the screen, is because I'm just switching out brushes and stuff like that. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Ravens are very intelligent, And whose name is Drake? JT. JT, where are you? Oh, my bird's name is Drake. Oh, okay. Yeah. It's a wood duck, but you can call him Drake. Thank you, Tao Tao. God bless you too. Oh, Rich, they're around your property? That's really cool. That's really nice. Yeah. Aren't they? They're just so pretty. So I just thought, well, I've got to paint it. Um, I think I'm just going to say hello for a minute to everybody real quick. Well, if I do that, I'm going to have to move my camera and then I'll be upset because it'll take me an hour to move it back again so you can see me painting. And I don't want to do that quite yet. So how about if I just take some paint and put it on this canvas? It's taking me forever, but that's okay. Sometimes that happens. And I'm cool with that. Get a little bit more white on my brush. I can show you, this is my crazy paper plate palette. Here's some blues. I keep spraying water on it. I've been messing with this for like an hour, well, a couple hours today, and getting the colors right and everything. And so it's been really fun. And got little bird wings coming down, and there's different colors of bird wings too, which is really fun as well. Yeah. I always get nervous when I paint online and then I start messing up. So I'm going to try not to do too many details, but I am going to try to focus on I'm just going to try to focus on the big stuff tonight, you know, blocking in colors and things like that. So we got a few little feathers here, and then we have a few green ones. At first they're going to be a little bit bright, and then I'll tone them down a little bit after. I just want to get those in there. Getting a little bit more white there. Yeah, we'll get those little feathers in there. Wood ducks are so gorgeous. There's like so many different kinds of birds. It's crazy. So, Tao Tao, do you live in Pennsylvania as well? And Rich, have you been hunting yet? I know it's hunting season. Got some feathery looking stuff going on in here. Brighten that up a little bit. Actually, our bird has a nice bright green plumage up in the front. Hopefully you can see that all right. So we're going to just brighten him up. I'm going to have to move everything to the right. There we go. Hi. I had to move everything anyway, so I thought I'd just say hi. And thank you for joining me tonight. You guys are awesome, and I love you. I'm kind of a mess right now because I just am. But we can always be gorgeous, but we can always paint and do art. So enjoy. I'm going to go back to our duck. Here we go. Duck, duck, goose. I used to play that when I was a kid. It was pretty fun. All right. That's just me farting around avoiding painting because I don't want to screw up. And all right, so what else have we got? Oh God, your dad loves hunting season? Oh cool. He went to a forest to hunt for some deer last Friday. Oh, that's awesome. And did he get anything? Ah, my new BF is a hunter. He says he gets like 4 deer every year, which is a lot, but I guess if you eat it, it's okay. Now I am looking for a brown color in my little, oh, what's this one? Here's some green. Maybe we can add some green instead. I don't know if that's the right green. I want emerald green. I have to go through. Oh, it's right on the top. This one's emerald green. Right there. And I use all different kinds of paint. I don't just stick to one kind, so I kind of spread it out. So Rich, you've not been hunting? Just busy. Okay. But being successful is good. That's good. Good for you. You want to be successful. Pretty much, just being alive, I think you're successful, because sometimes it's just hard just to be alive. Just to live can be a challenge. Mm. Oh, do you get deer on your property? I know, like, a lot of people do, and that's how you. I mean, if you have a good blind, I guess. If anyone knows about hunting, you probably know what a blind is. But not everyone has a blind. We'll try this brush for a moment, and we're going to use a, let's see, let's mix up some color here. I'm trying to mix up a color that I can just throw on here, if I can find it. It's a sienna color, a raw sienna, and I don't know if I already got it out or not. Let's see, this is yellow ochre, this is raw sienna. I found it. Okay. Oh, I'm having so much trouble opening these lids. They're so tiny, and I don't always clean the paint off, which you should do. So I'm gonna go real quick and get something to get this lid off, and I'll be right back. So hold on, I'll be right back. If you can't, that's okay. I'll find a different color. Well, okay, so I'm working on getting that open. And thank you for being so patient. In the meantime, I can try. I think I have this color might work. I didn't think to bring a jar opener. It's kind of greenish, but I think that's okay. I'm actually just going to put some right there, and then I'll pull it up with my brush. Oh, thank you. Okay. All right, thank you. I had some help getting my thing open. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's my good friend I came up to see in Pennsylvania. Help me open that. So we're going to make some feathers here. They just kind of swoop up. It's like his little belly. And a lot of times, normally I like to go the direction, how my hand goes naturally to paint. So when I'm doing it this way, it's a opposite of the natural way to paint. So what I can do is turn this upside down, and then I can pull it down. I can get a little more water on that brush. And let's just get that wetter right along there. There we go. And now I can just pull it. And it's just coming up like that. Not a huge big difference, but you can definitely see there is a difference. And sometimes it just takes a little bit of color changes to make a difference with art. Okay. And we're just going to give him a little bit of shading down here where he's swimming. Because he's going to have some reflections in the water. There we go. And I'm getting a little bit more water in my brush just to spread that around more. Make it a little more watery looking. Okay, so now we're just kind of blocking in some colors. And I just really want to spread that out a little bit more. And I'm just using basic colors right now, nothing too exciting. And I'm going to give him a little bit more breast down here. A little rounder. There we go. And then we're just going to pull that up. It's funny, some canvases absorb paint more than others. I didn't really prime this one. Like like most canvases come pre-primed, but I did not do any extra primation on this one. I just made that. I guess that's a new word, primation. And I want his beak to be a little bit more, stand out a little bit. So I think I'm going to add a little bit of color behind his beak. I'm not sure what color I want to make the water yet. Like in my reference photo, it's kind of a greenish, browny color. And it's kind of murky looking. And I want it to be a little more on the blue side. So, so I am going to add a little bit more blue and maybe a little darker in spots than other spots. And I think one of the spots that's going to be darker is right around his beak. So you do want that to stand out a little bit more. And then we'll bring this, I'm going to add some more water to my brush, just a little bit, just so I can bring that color out. Like that. But around his head, I want it to be lighter. So I'm going to use a, let's see, a blue, like a very light blue around his head. And we're going to be adding a lot more highlights to his head for greens, because the wood ducks have that glowing green kind of look to their heads, which makes, it's one of the things that makes them stand out so much, is their beautiful color. Okay, this brush does not want to hold very much color. I'm going to switch my brush up again to a different one. I think this one will hold a lot more color for what I'm doing, actually. So here we go. Oh, that's so much better. And then we'll add some white because we're doing water as well. And even though we just have a little bit going on here, we still like to add different colors. To add interest. You don't want to have just blue for water or just any one color. It's good to mix them. Mix them up. You know, and if you really look at water, you can really see different shades and shadows. And water is always moving, which is really cool. Let's get that a little bit better line there. There we go. Yeah, so if anyone else has ever painted a wood duck, let me know, or any kind of animal. I'd love to know. What your favorite thing to paint is. I said I wasn't going to do details, I was just going to block in color, but here I am. Kind of detail-y. And where's that darker blue? I'll add some of that in here. Add more water to it. I have had this palette wet for this awesome palette here. I've had it, I keep spraying water on it because it's acrylic, trying to keep it from drying out. And so far it's worked pretty well, actually. I'm going to smoosh those around, get some water going here. Because our duck has some nice shadows. And a little bit more blue up here. There. And you can make your water any way you want it to be. It can be any color, shape, or whatever you want it to be. This little guy's in a pond. I'm trying not to get my shadow on here, but like I said, I have limited abilities to change too much tonight. I don't have my usual equipment. It's kind of like I'm camp painting at paint camp. This one time at paint camp, I was painting. Oh, there we go. I like that. That looks really nice. And it's going to take out, I'm going to use a little bit bigger brush because I just want to get some more color on this canvas. So we'll use some blues and some whites, and just grabbing it off of my palette there. And we're going to give him a little bit of water all around his little feathers. I just love painting and creating. It's a really great way to express yourself and relieve stress. As long as you don't expect too much out of yourself, because most artists do, like myself. I expect too much and then I get frustrated. But if you don't expect too much out of yourself, you can really find it relaxing and a good way to release stress. So that's what we all need to focus on, is just that. Just release some stress, just relax. I'm going to throw in a little bit of grays here, some darker shadowy colors. And one dark one here, because this is his reflection in the water. So we're going to add a little bit of reflection right like this.
Night, babe.
All right, night.
Night.
All
Okay,
right,
good.
so thank you. I'm getting a thumbs up here from my good friend, a very good friend. All right. Okay, now you can't really see what I'm doing. Let me pull this camera back a little bit. You can see a little bit more. I'm just holding it in my hand. I guess I could push my canvas back further. There we go. Okay. So we got a little bit of color in with our bird tonight. And I'm just going to do a little bit more over here. Our little wood duck, someone named Drake, which is ironic, but I love it. And I'm going to throw a little bit of green in the water too, because I think that because of his green head, I'd like some green reflections. And water is very good at reflecting. So we want a few little green spots in there. There. All right. Well, I just want to say thank you for joining me tonight. And you guys have been really great. I appreciate you. And I appreciate you stopping in and commenting. I've had some really great comments and new people saying hello. And thank you for that. And I'm kind of call it a short night, I think. Because I'm really putting in a lot of time and effort into this particular painting, as you can tell. And even just with the few little things we've done tonight, just adding a little bit of this and that. Actually, I think I'll add a little black before we go. Just some more, what do you call it? Little details in here. Just a couple. I want to do the wood duck justice, you know. But being that it's the first time I've ever painted one or any kind of duck, it might take me some time. And that's where patience comes in. A little bit, let's see. Nothing's working. I think my paints are actually trying to dry out finally. which is all right because it's like late and I do need to get some sleep. I think I might start streaming earlier. So I'll throw in some of those emerald green and blue feathers. Kind of a muted look right up in here. And then we'll do some brown ones. Greens and blues. We need a little bit more greens in here. There we go. So we're starting to see a duck. And the duck has feathers. Thank you, Rich. Oh God, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. You guys are very kind. I really, want to show my actual skill level by doing good, well, great art actually, not just good, but great art. And it's hard to do that in just an hour. For me, I do need time. I'm a time person. Okay, so this is a little lighter. Bring that down. And I do concentrate. So I may turn this into a time-lapse video for you so you can watch it in more detail. Oh, you need some red back there. Forgot about that. Just throw in a little bit of red real quick. It's more of an orangey red now that I look at them. Let's see if I can get that. Even that's drying out on me. It's the one thing I don't like about acrylics is they dry so quickly. I'm putting in the orange, and then I'm going to put red on over the top of that. And put a little bit of reflections in here. Just a teeny bit. In the water. And we'll touch up his, since we have red on the paintbrush, we might as well keep using it. Rich, making the water more blue really brought out the wood duck. Oh, yes, thank you. It really seemed to help, didn't it? Yeah, he's quite peppy. I'm going to throw in a little white dot. Oh, I forgot. I got these great new acrylic pens. Where are they? Oh, for details. I totally forgot I got these just for this too. Let's try one out. This is an orange Sharpie. And it is an acrylic. Now my hand's gonna get all wet because I didn't bring my little stick with me. There we go. That's kind of cool. And we'll give him a little white dot. So it looks like he is actually got a little bit of, is that not working? I just got this and I know they work. There it is. There, okay. Actually, I think I can use this for some feathers too. Oh yeah, there we go. See, now I'm happy. This actually works really, really well. And his feathers just go around. And then they, let's see. And then you have some little white reflections from the water. It's kind of coming up and around. All right. The only thing is if this white tip from this paint marker gets other colors on it, I'm not sure how to get that off and take care of it. But it's all good. And we'll just throw a little bit of highlight on his eye up here. Yeah, I think you're right, Rich. Bringing the blue around him really did bring out the wood duck, definitely. And you can see the reflections much better. And I think I'll throw in a few of the reflections in the water from his other half, because he's missing that down here. Give him a little more colors and a little more reflections. I just love water, and you can just reflections all day long. I love the way trees reflect in the water. I think I'll put some trees and some other reflection type things in here as well. That looks really nice. Okay. So I think I've used up all my white pretty much. I just have a little green highlight. No, I didn't even use my emerald, darn it. I forgot I got it out and put it on my palette. And I have this big blob of emerald just sitting here. And I want to put some of that in with the other green because he's got like several different colors of green in his feathers. And I just really want to bring that to life. So I'm just kind of tipping my tip of my brush into the paint. And we're also going to bring it into some of these feathers back down here. There we go. What a pretty bird. Pretty bird. I forgot what color I used for that because I put it right on the canvas. I think it was yellow ochre actually. Yep, because I couldn't open the paint on the other, on my raw sienna. Yeah, that's exactly the color. Yay! And the water just swooshes around. So we're going to swoosh around this color. Like so. What an amazing creature. Well, I'd like to say thank you for sharing tonight. Thank you for liking my stream. If you've subscribed, thank you even more. And I just want to, you guys have been awesome as usual. And so rich. In your creek, the water is more brown because it is really in the woods, not so much sky, and the sand below is brown. I think the wood ducks must like that because in a lot of the pictures, it's a lot of brown water. But I just am not into brown water. It's hard for me to do that. I mean, I can throw some in there actually, and it won't hurt it, but it just looks like reflections from other things around. Because you can have so many colors in the water. It's incredible. I like to do. I just like to do little reflections here and there, whatever colors. And also the wood ducks have white specks on their breast, which I will put in the short. I'm not going to do it right tonight because I know if I get too busy doing details, I'll never stop. Oh, you like the blue? Okay. It's really pretty, I think. And I did the yellow background because I wanted to have it nice and bright around him. And I might paint like, I don't know, like another animal around on the outside somewhere. So that's what I was thinking, just kind of really play with this painting and have fun with it. And so we've got our little wood duck in there. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. You guys have been great. Hugs, and Boat God, if you're still here, here's your heart for you. And Rich, thank you for joining. Steve's kind of quick coming in. I don't know, maybe he's just not saying hello or something. But if you're there, Steve, hello. And thank you for joining tonight. And I appreciate you and the brushes you sent me because I am using them up. Steve was very kind to send me some brushes. And my other friend Steve was very kind to open my paint for me. And my paint, what do you call it? I can't even think of, what do you call this? My paint. The lid. I couldn't get the lid off because I wasn't cleaning them like you're supposed to. So the result is you can't get back into your paint if it dries and you're not cleaning out the sides. So make sure you do that when you are using your paints. So have a great night. Thank you, Boat God. You are still there. Aw, I appreciate that. I hope the vibes are good. You guys are always amazing, and another great successful painting. And we'll be adding more to this during the week. So Thursday might come around and you may see a whole nother picture added into this somewhere. So have a great night. Love you guys, and we'll see you on Thursday. Night, Boat God.